You're welcome from Oil and Gas News. We'll round up today's IPMA today with CNG Roundup by Tetracore Energy Group. Like I told you earlier, we'll be discussing the economics of CNG production in Nigeria. What are those factors affecting the pricing mechanism? And to tell us all we need to know concerning that will be Reuben Ofeimun. Like I told you earlier also, he is the team lead, gas, downstream and virtual pipeline at the Tetracore Energy Group. So over now to Reuben Ofeimun.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Reuben Ofeimun. I'm team lead for gas downstream and virtual pipeline department at Tetracore Energy Group. Nigeria is a country that's blessed with gas. As at 2021, we had proven reserves of up to 209 TCF. We currently also have a growing energy market with growth in our domestic demand projected to hit about 4.5 BSCF a day. And even with this existing demand, there's still more calls for investment in production and in infrastructure. Some of the critical challenges that we have is, like I've highlighted previously, one, in production, growing our domestic production and including our exploration to make sure that we are producing enough gas to meet the growing domestic demand. There's a potential existing demands, which some people estimate to hit up to 45 BSCF a day, just to be able to meet our domestic demands and meet the economic requirement. And so critically, the challenges that we have is one, investment in infrastructure. There's heavy requirements for financing for compressed natural gas facilities, as well as pipelines to these compressed natural gas facilities as well. There's also requirements to invest in transportation and logistics equipment, which includes skids and the trucks as well. There's also manpower needs as well. There's gradually within the country, we're building our local capacity to be able to manufacture some of these equipment in-house. But there's still a growing demand just to meet the growing economic necessities. Still need to grow that capacity to a point where we can produce about 70% of the materials that we need within the country. This will also help in bringing down the cost of equipment as well as drive economic activities within the industry. I like to say that CNG, or the virtual pipeline space by extension, is a logistics business because it entails the movement of gas, which has been compressed in its form, to the daughter station where it's going to be used by the end user or the customer for whatever purpose, in this case auto CNG or for commercial purpose. One of the critical components that affect the pricing of CNG is one, the transportation and the logistics tariff. And this can be affected by one, the distance of the mother station to the daughter station where it's going to be used by the customer, the type of fuel that is being used by the manufacturer in this case. Are they using diesel fired, are they using gasoline fired, or are they using gas fired trucks in this case? Another very critical component that also affects the price of CNG is the cost of feedstock. At this point, I would like to thank the federal government for the initiative that have been put in place by the PCNGI, where they are making available feedstock gas for compression for auto CNG space at $1.63. While this is a very, very commendable initiative, as this has helped alleviate some of the pressures that the manufacturers in the auto CNG space are feeling, and thus being able to offer better prices for end users and customers who use auto CNG for their day-to-day activities. In essence, the pricing of CNG is critically driven by two primary factors, which is the cost of the feedstock of the feed natural gas, as well as the transportation and logistics tariff. These two components, as well as other additional operations components which are involved in the manufacturing of the product itself, affect the pricing. And so by extension, if we are going to get either a high price or a low price, the key determinant is the transportation and logistics tariff or the cost of the feed gas. At Tetracore, we are driven by a singular goal to deliver clean, cost-effective and sustainable energy solutions to the Nigeria and by extension, the African market. With this goal in mind, we pride ourselves in being innovative around our cost efficiency processes. We also pride ourselves in developing local talent, and these local talents are innovative, agile, energetic, brilliant young people who come up with innovative solutions for us to be able to deliver cost-effective CNG solutions to our customers. Thank you very much.
At this point, I'll be signing off on Euben today on the NTA, the largest network in all of Africa. Remember, like I always tell you, Euben today will be back same time like this at 10:05 p.m. on Monday next week. And you know that Euben today is the advocacy show of Euben, and Euben is the acronym for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria. I'll be back next week with more details concerning Euben as led by the national president Alhaji Abubakar Migandi Shetima, and of course I'll bring you more news and more information from the oil and gas sector in Nigeria. And CNG Roundup by Tetracore Energy Group will also be on schedule next week. This is NTA, the largest network in all of Africa. Many thanks for watching. Keep watching as NTA continues with the Sublime Broadcasting.